Hello YouTube buddies, welcome back to Life is Feudal new episode. And a couple of things before we start. First of all, I have assigned more fishermen to the Fisherman's Lodge in both this one here and this one here. So we are pretty much to the maximum fishermen, okay? It is important to get on with the food. I'm a bit worried that 921 vegetables, late fall, we have all winter to go. You know, it could be catastrophic, so we need to be careful here. The hunters and the fishermen, as I said, not doing too well. It's not either the gatherer. The gatherer is just doing absolutely nothing. So what I think that we're going to do in this episode, let them go, speed 2, so they can start doing their things. And I think in this episode, we need to get another gatherer's hatch going, guys, because really it's just not doing very well at all. And food is something that we are going to have to be very careful in this episode. And as always, you need to create that balance between food, warmth and growth in this game. And it's that micromanagement is going to help you to do that, but you need to do it correctly, otherwise you just simply will die. You can see the food is just going down continuously. Let's crank it up to speed 5, see what happens. Now, so where's the idea for the next episode, or maybe even in this one, if everything goes well? Well, I think that we're going to build a house in here. I would love to do that. And a new house in here. If the new version of sawmill give us enough firewood. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to bring back the lumberjack in here just to help us out a bit. Okay, that's the idea. Another thing that I want to do is create lots of potatoes. So we have 1, 2 fields. This is going to be the 3rd fields with potatoes. And this very end, the 4th one with potatoes, because seriously, we need to really crank up the vegetables at least. But look at the fishermen now; it's doing much better as well. Okay, so we have plenty of resources to build a new gatherer's hut, but we don't have enough people to create it. As you can see, we have 5 fishermen, 3 hunters, and only 2 gatherers. That should be really to the top. To my personal taste, to be safe. So let's see how it goes. In the meantime, not much we can do apart of just going around looking what we done, what we haven't done. And one thing that we did is create a forest lodge right up here on the top. And to be fair, it's doing quite well. It's not doing too bad. If I can find them right here, it's not doing very bad at all. It's bringing nice amounts of logs at the moment. But one thing is doing really or working really fast is these guys in here. They are creating not this one. Oh my god, there we go. This sawmill, they are creating firewood really fast, and they are doing it so fast that these guys can really catch up to bring the logs. So hopefully we are going to find a happy medium for everyone to make sure nobody dies here with starvation or whatever. Now if you have homeless people, they are more vulnerable to die of cold and starvation. But in this type of games, everyone dies of starvation. That could be maybe the #1 reason why everyone gets, or most people gets in troubles with this micromanagement game. So food and warmth is the 2 main reasons that you need to really keep an eye on, guys, because it's no joke. Now, what we have, 16 adults. Thank you very much. Look, 5 teenagers. Next year, we will have 21 adults, and that's what we need, because we need to start building more things. The vegetables, as you can see, 736. It's not too good at the moment, I am afraid. Not too good. And I was thinking in changing the blacksmith to create different type of tools, but we can't. The only thing that they do is high-quality tools at the moment. And I thought that we may be able to do cheaper version of tools, so they can create tools quicker or use less people to do it. But it is what it is. And you see the logs, 301, that's doing really well. We have plenty of hides and, okay, fairly amount of flax to carry on creating clothing. But at the moment, we are not using the weavers either. So we are very stretched for labor. Very stretched. Everyone is trying their best to survive. And hopefully that's what's going to happen. Now this guy here, I can see that he's working long way to bring food to the barn. And that could be a bit concerning actually. Now, do we need a new barn in this area here? That is what I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking that at some stage I want to upgrade the roads as well to stone roads, because that will make you villagers travel quick as well. Right, so we need to wait until we have more labor to create a new gatherer's hut. I would like to do that in this episode. Not much is going to happen in this episode. We need to survive this winter, and that is the main objectives in this episode. But look, we got a baby has been born, and Everly has grown up and is ready to study. So now we have 6. Look, 6. This is what we need. We need the next year to be able to hopefully get 22 adults. That's plus 6 labor. That is going to make a huge difference, hopefully. So what we need is a winter to go out of the way. And I think it's a bear in here inside. Oh, look at a bear going. Oh, dude. We could kill him, but it doesn't produce meat. Only produces hides. Bears and foxes, that's what they give you. Okay. Food, I'm really keeping an eye on this. 552. The fishermen just don't seem to be doing well enough. I don't know if it's because it's winter, maybe. Not too sure. But hopefully we can actually... Oh, 32, that is much better now. Hunters are doing really badly. I just don't know what happens with food, with meat. I really don't know what happened. If we are doing something wrong, I just don't know. How many hunters? We got 3. Not too sure, guys. Not too sure. But as soon as early spring comes in, I'm going to assign everyone to do farming, and then we can actually build a house here, maybe with a little well, because on the well you don't use well only to put fires out. If you have fires in your buildings, the villagers use it as well to irrigate the fields. So it's important to have a well close by to the fields, okay, or yeah, to the fields. So whenever they need to irrigate, they have a well very close by. Otherwise, they have to walk long distances, and you may lose the crop. So there you go. That's your tip. Okay. Okay. 594. Still winter. Not too sure. Not too sure, guys. Not too sure. 481. It's just going down, but fish and meat is starting to pick up a bit. That's what we need. Now, our house is going to be an order right here, I think. I love this little corner with a well right here in the corner as well, I think. That could be a very good idea, I think. Then I was thinking in placing another house here. It's just screaming for it in front of this one to make it nice. But everything is going to depend upon these guys producing firewood. If they don't produce much, because you already can see that it's gone down tremendously, mainly because it's winter and everyone needs firewood to keep warm. But if they don't, I may have to put another lumberjack in here. But of course, everything is going to depend upon how many labor we have to be able to assign another lumberjack. Okay, so that is the things that you need to keep an eye on when you play this game. If this is the first time that you play a micromanagement game, you need to take it very slowly. Do a house at a time, take your time, one field, make sure that the balance between food, warmth and growth is all set, and or properly set, I would say. And don't try to rush it. If you create 2 houses, or say 8 houses in 2 fields, and you have a fisherman or whatever, people are going to starve. That kind of thing is common sense, but these games can get out of control very easily, very easily, guys. And that's one of the reasons why you need to play very slowly. Okay. Now we have a little guys in here. These guys in here are not doing much. The gatherers just not do very much at all. But you can see the vegetables 373. That's going really slow. Or I would say they are eating it very fast. That's what I'm trying to say. And of course, they will eat less vegetables if they have more fish and meat. Okay? If you don't have any fish and meat, this amount here will go really fast. So that's another tip for you. You have to have a balance of all 4 types of food. Okay? Fuel reserve are low again. So there you go, 28. And that means that we need an extra hand here doing things. But hopefully late winter, I think that we are going to be okay. I think the things are going to be fairly okay. We need to get rid of this late winter and get into early spring, and as soon as that happens, we need to assign farmers. And probably we are going to take all these blacksmiths away, so the sawmill can carry on producing firewood for the following year, and we can create much more food, because that's going to be so important, guys. I don't even going to bother this year with the clothing. It's going to be absolutely fine. So that's why we need lots of vegetables, lots of fish. You can see now the weather starting to change a bit more warmer. We are -4 degrees, still cold, not able to plant anything yet, but it's not going to be long until we can actually crank up with that. Okay. Right, I think I'm going to stop these guys from producing really quick. There you go. She can go now. Oop. And she can go as well, and the blacksmith can go as well. Okay, there you go. Let me take them completely out of here. Okay, right. So now we have 3 labor doing not much at all, but they are ready just to jump into the fields anytime we want. So that is really important as well. And I have things marked to be collected, trees and stone and all that. So that's what they are going to do. Okay. And of course, they can go around killing bears or whatever they want to do. Okay, so late winter year 4. Really looking forward to... look, 199 veg only. It's just not easy, this game. It really is really daunting. And we need this going. Like, fast. Early spring. There you go. Now, can we assign people yet in here? Early spring. What's the temperature? -4. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. But it's not going to be long. As soon as the snow disappears, we are going to jump into there. So I hope in this episode, guys, it's not much going on, but I really hope that you take the advice I gave you and balance everything you need. If you struggle for food, just take people from another buildings and try to get them collecting fish and meat and all that kind of thing to make them survive. Because if they don't have food, things will not go well. -3 degrees, okay, temperature going up, and we are going to have to put them there fairly soon. Let me see this, if they can they start coming work now? You know what, I'm going to put one in there and see what happens, shall we? Right, can they work in there yet? -2 is going up. I think winter's going to be right now. You can see it's doing absolutely nothing, see? So whenever he starts actually working on the farm, that is the tip that they give me to assign all the rest of the farmers. It's not going to be long until he starts working on that. Which, in fact, early spring, it should be really working, I think. What do you think, guys? Come on, man. We need that food going. We have a... Where is it? Teenager Jamison has grown up and is ready to work. Well, where is he? Oh, now we have 4. Thank you very much. That's better. And that's going to be 4 fields of potatoes, so that should give us a lot of things. Or lots of veg, that's what I'm trying to say. Fish are doing really well now. Brilliant. Now, why is it snowing early spring? Come on, guys. Ah, terrible. Terrible. That happens to me all the time. This is terrible. Oh, there we go. Right, let's slow down a bit. Okay, he's starting to work now. Let's get on with another farmer here. And that is for potato as well. This is going to be potato. This year, I'm going to actually concentrate in vegetables, guys, because we have flax. I'm going to leave the flax for a second. And that's going to be the fourth one. So there you go. 4 fields of potato going. Fisherman's egg going. Let me crank it a bit more. Speed 5. We are a spring. And now it's a good time for these guys to create a lot of firewood ready for the winter. That is what should be. That is what should be. We have 310 logs. I mean, surely they can do that. But you see, this is what I was saying earlier. Shall we make another lumberjack to be safe, guys? I think that we are going to have to, aren't we? Because it's just not producing anything. And we have stopped the kilner, which is stopped taking firewood as well. Not too sure. The wood situation is not too bad. It's stable at about 300, 350. Doesn't worry me at the moment. And how many foresters we got? 1. So it's not doing too bad at all. It's doing really, really well. I think we could start building a new house in here, guys. What do you think? Now spring is coming. I think we could. And you see, this is another thing that we need: clothing. Yeah, clothing is going to be something else that we're going to need. I think the lumberjack is going to be more important, I think. So how many people we have? 2 or 3 here working. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to crank up 3 guys in here making firewood. Right, that for the starters. Hopefully, we're going to get a couple more of labor, and we need to assign them, one of them at least, to create more clothing. And really, another one should be creating flax to create more clothing. But look, the food, 658. These guys need to harvest real fast because something's going to happen, guys. Really fast. But hopefully the hunters as well can bring some more meat. So there you go, that's the balance. And that's how can change your game so fast. And you know, you can get into trouble for that, you know. And what is annoying or challenging, I would say, in this type of games is that you can spend hours and hours and hours playing this game and create beautiful villages, towns and cities or whatever. And then certainly something goes wrong and everyone is starved to death, and there you go. Game over. Literally. But they're doing okay. We have 1, 2, 3 fields. Should be a 4th going. See, this fisherman here is coming all the way from here. It worries me a bit. It's way too far, I think. It's way too far, I think. Where are you going? Where is she going? She's the fisherman. So where is the farmer? Oh, there is. Right. How's the fisherman doing? 11 fish in there. And how's this one doing? 2. I'm just not too sure about these guys, you know. Fishermen in this game, they are not very reliable as a food source. They really are not. This is what the reliability. But then they have to plant the potatoes and then harvest it. And that takes ages. You need a good reserve of food. The hunters are really poor in terms of creating food as well. And maybe because we haven't maxed, or maybe because we need a couple more of buildings to gather and to hunt. But then again, we don't have the labor, so we can't really do much with that. It's catch 22, really. And why are you cold? It's spring, my friend. Oh, well, it is what it is. Where's the bear doing here? I'm not going to even bother with the bear. No, oh no, 2 veg only. Guys. Oh, 34. Thank you God for that. Right, come on. You can do it, guys. Yeah, I was thinking in building a house in here before we finish the episode and see what happens. Because we need the labor. We have to risk it, I think. You're going to have to risk it, guys. It's going to go. But we don't have any labor to. No, we can't. We can do it. We can do it. This is how dramatic the game can get, you know. Really, you have to be so careful, guys. So careful. But you know, we are just hanging there by the skin of a tooth. There, right there, just hanging by the skin of a tooth. And hopefully, these guys are going to be able to harvest all these potatoes real fast, because otherwise, I just don't know. So one thing that we learned in this episode is that we need to stop the growth. And you know why? Because we place these 2 big houses and there are lots of people to feed. That's what happens. We rushed a bit. And of course, this one as well. And you see, that's what happens when you rush. You have to be so careful. They're eating too much food. So we are going to have to create more gatherers and more hunters, I think, to balance the food production with the amount of villagers we have. That is what is going to have to happen. And build one house at a time as well. So there you go. Still in spring. Hopefully summer will come soon. And these guys, I see, what are they doing? No harvesting yet. They're harvesting a tiny bit at a time. Maybe bringing some roots or whatever. I don't know what they're doing. But we need this to really pitch up big time. And I may do offline a bit of maybe 10 minutes just of making sure we have enough food resources. So you guys, when you come in the next video, you see that we have some food resources to carry on building and expanding, because otherwise it's going to get a bit boring, I think. Because these guys are just eating and eating and eating. Just unbelievable. Really, they're really eating so fast. They're eating all the resources. Right. Harvesting will be very soon, I think. And not too sure if you have time to harvest twice in one single year. I don't think you do. I think it's only once, and that is a bit scary, actually. And I think as soon as I get another labor, I may bring another potato farmer. Even if just brings just a tiny bit of food, doesn't really matter. We need as much food as we can. Look, the fisherman, guys, he's just doing nothing. Come on, guys, we need to bring that fish in. This is just coming in. What is he bringing? Oh, 13 fish, look. So we have 0 fish. You can see here, and she should bring 13. 13, there you go. Right, okay. 8, look. 8. This is the problem. That we have so many students and we don't have any labor. And without the labor we can do very much, I'm afraid. We just can't. Right, we need to rely on these guys now to harvest this real quick. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that that horn goes so they can work even faster. And I think it's going to be this guy here. I know, it's gone. Next farmer here, I need to do that as well. What's he doing? Come on, go faster, guys, we need food. See, the vegetables are at 0 now, or 2, actually. But we just hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. It really is getting tough. Really, really tough. That was a mistake, making these 3 houses so fast. It really was. But, you know, you live and learn. And that's something that I can pass to you guys, so you have that knowledge as well. So go slowly, grow slowly. This, you know, don't rush it. Rush a tiny bit in there. So that's something that you can't do. Fruit just went down to up to 20 and then came down to 2 real fast. So gatherers are doing something. Thank you God for that. Okay, so not much really to go for, really. Are we doing all potatoes? Potato, potato, potato. Yeah, potato. So once they harvest, I'm expecting to go about 200-300. I really hope so. I really hope so, guys. They have to go real fast, these guys. Let me go and blow the horn again. There we go. It can go a bit quicker. I think really the fishermen are supporting the hunger in this play. Look, she's hungry, or they are hungry here. No food available. Oh, dude, look, everything absolutely at 0. Oh, this is going to be bad. 13 minutes. Just hang in there, guys. Just hang in there. Oh, dude, it's not looking good. Not looking good. Right, come on, guys. You need to do faster. Work faster. We need the food coming in. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose some people, you know. Nobody's starving at the moment, which is good sign. These guys need to start harvesting real soon. Really, really soon. And the fishermen are doing okay. Are doing okay. I think that what I'm going to do is assign the last fisherman here whenever I have a labor free. Because by the time they plant everything, it's just not going to be enough time to collect resources. And hopefully the fish will help us in here this time. But it's just not happening. Look, 18 adults, 8 teenagers, just not happening, guys. It worries me. It worries me a bit, you know. But there you go. This is what this episode is all about. Just to get the resources, fix the problems up. Oh, dude. Right. Anyone harvesting in here? Is he harvesting already? Right. Whatever he's doing, he can do it faster. I'm pretty sure of that. Look at them all going crackers. I wish this buff, when you click the horn, lasts for longer. It just doesn't last for anything, really. Okay. More fish in there, 13 more in there. It's going to come to 17, 15 meat as well, not too bad. And I'm just relying now on these guys to collect, to harvest all this food. So hopefully that's going to happen really soon as well. That's what I'm hoping. Okay. So I'm not going to build any new housing until the food resources are beaming. I can't afford that, because otherwise, guys, we are going to die. And that is not good. It's not good, because, you know, we done quite nicely so far. I think we have. I think it's starting to look really nice, and I think we need to take it really slowly. And this is what happened with this type of game. As I said earlier, you need to be careful, you know, find that balance between growth and food. Really important. And sometimes warmth as well. How we doing? Oh, look at that, 312. Thank you, God, for that. Right, that we are pretty much safe for next winter. So I'm going to carry them, leave them there, working on that. In actual fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one out of here, one out of there, and I'm going to assign right to this fisherman here. There we go. So hopefully we can bring more fish as well. So this is what I want you to realize, that you can actually move different villagers from different jobs to different jobs in case you're struggling. Like, for example, now I'm okay with firewood, have 3 guys in here. I need 1 fisherman here. He can start doing that to bring more fish. Look at 108. Starting to harvest. Right. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, it's gone. Right, I can get that one here. They're going so fast, I can click on them. Come on, do it. There you go. Right, I think we are right. I think we are going to be okay. But it has been very close call, guys. Very close call. So there you go. 166 vegetables, 10 fish, 7 meat. We are getting there. Next episode, we are going to build a new gatherers, or at least, I think we need to put another gatherer, and we are going to put 3 more hunters. That's what we need, really. We need to concentrate that on the next episode, and we are not going to build any housing quite yet. Firewood doing beautiful, thank you God for that. And we need some clothing for the winter as well. But hopefully they keep warmth just with the firewood. I'm really hoping that that's going to be the case. Although if they have clothing, they spend less firewood. So it's a catch-22 here all the time. Okay. So there you go, guys. This is another episode. We struggle a bit with the food, really struggled, and I really hope you took something from here if you want to play this game for as long as you can really survive. And you know, I hope to see you on the next episode. So please comment, subscribe, and like, and I hope to see you then. Until then, take great care.